Hello friends, good morning. How are you? I'm fine. Hope everybody is fine. Actually, today I was planning to recite some of my poetry, but this Russia and Ukraine it bothers me for some time, and I was thinking that I should make one video because I was planning to send my daughter to study MBBS in Russia. I got a lot of brochure literature and everything, and almost this was finalized. I thought I have done the right thing not sending her, so I feel India is much more safer country. So I am right. Around almost 1 year back I was trying to take some medical colleges, good medical colleges in Ukraine and all, like no. Well, this matter was over now. She has got the admissions fine. The second part, what I want to tell you that this war phobia, what is coming on in Russia, right, and Vladimir Putin. So first of all, one need to understand who is Vladimir Putin. So if you read this thing, I go back 100 years back in 20th century. So when Karl Marx started his Das Kapital, and this fellow Lenin was influenced, right? And he has fought against the Tsar system and brought the communism in Russia, and he unified that Russia with so much struggle. And you know that whatever Bolshevik movement and all those history, this is known to everybody. Russia was a nice country. It could integrate all the small state, or in the this is a kind of a Soviet Union, you say it, right? So I'm not again getting so many small country with their independent way of, like in India, right? No, all the states, or in Europe you see that you have the European Union, or Russia. Okay, this is Russia is a country, but in Europe also you have European Union. You have so much understanding between all the countries except UK. Try to understand that part. If you want to go to UK or Europe, for UK you need a special visa, but rest Europe, Schengen countries, single visa. Now in Russia, what had happened to Russia? First World War. The creation of Russia, I told in my many videos. I am not extending, I want to make it very short and sweet. What had happened, right? First World War, 1913-14, Tagore was getting Nobel Prize. His Russia Chithi and all those things are there, Russian diary and all, because Tagore also went to Russia because he felt Russia is a very nice one, because the socialism or communism, whichever way he felt is very nice. Because Rabindranath also wished to have kind of socialism and all those things. He's a man of, he's not a nationalist. His view is internationalism. You can read his Russia Chithi or Russia diary and everything. He used to maintain a lot of diary. Okay, he's got a lot of time to maintain diary and a lot of people to carry his diary and rest of his life. That is fine, no problem. Friends, what I want to tell over here that Russia from after First World War ended, right, to 1917, and after Lenin, Stalin Bhai came. Stalin Bhai. He was also part of the army, right? He was an army soldier. Then how the Stalin became an icon and kind of a dictator, and through Cold War it processed through Second World War. It went up to Stalin died in 1950-52. How many years? Lenin was there very short term. He's a nice gentleman. Stalin took over. He is an autonomous power, right? Independent power. So much trillions of dollar accumulation. In 20th century, the richest personality is Stalin, coming from the communism, Remember this thing. The way Marx has forgotten Hegel, his Marxian philosophy, Stalin has forgotten Lenin. Kavi Shukanta Bhattacharya has written poetry, Lenin Chutiche, Unnair Baand Bhengi. I'm not reciting that poetry. One can correlate because Lenin has got a lot of influence. Marxwad, Leninwad, Chalchena, Chalbena in Bengal, Kerala, and many other communist states they are following. I told they are the pseudo fake one. I have told the reasons also why they are fake. That are not. I am not going to explain that part. I want to come back. What had happened? Your Russia in 1986, Gorbachev, Perestroika. This is a Russian word. Perestroika. Russian President Gorbachev, 1991, Russia split into pieces. Is a kind of a nuclear fission. All those things is split into many pieces. All the countries they are separated. Ukraine is one of them, right? Now, what had happened down the line? Down the line, you have many presidents, right? The Prime Minister. Putin Bhai also part of the army. You can understand he's from a background, if you see it, from an ordinary background, he become part of the administration, part of the army. He become different position he has hold it. I am not reading all those things because it will be a tough exercise. It's a long exercise, but he's the longest serving now president. He was Prime Minister of Russia. He was acting president or acting Prime Minister many years. From 2000 to 2022, it became a monopoly of Putin. He's one of the richest man in this mother earth that anybody can understand. What is there in American president? He's a jhulawala fellow. He's like a Swami Vivekananda. He's enjoying like, but I respect this president of India, president of America. Okay. But Putin is a one-man show in Russia. He's another dictator like Stalin. This much I can tell you. The another dictator in China is growing. So can you say Stalin is a communist? No, he's not a communist. He believes in communism philosophy. I do not know at all. Like in North Korea, they have communism, but they say they are the dictator and this North Korean fellow. Now the question is how many things I have told you. Here in Russia, Putin, how many times presidential, electing, getting elected. He feels that he born in the year 1952. Now 2022, how many years? 48 years this side and 22 years this side. 71 years old. Right, if I'm not wrong, 1952 minus this 22. Yes. 48, 20 plus 2. 22 plus 48. 22 plus 48. 48. 10. 62 plus 10. 72. Right, 72, 73 years old. My few submission is old man generally they have the wisdom. Now Putin needs to understand few things. All the country, it is not that time like no in 20th century we are just coming out from the British Raj. It is not the each country is democratic. Now if the fight broken out because of this, he is stopping them to NATO, stopping them to European Union support many things like Ukraine is trying to get the membership from different United Nations forum that is there, and this is a passage like a Kashmir to go to this border. Like in India, 1947, all India has been splitted into two, India and Pakistan, and Kashmir is your issue. That issue was resolved by Modi nicely. Now he has to make a path. If you want to make a roadway to this European country via Pakistan, then all those things going to Europe, this road can be created. But if any country is hindering, that problem can be resolved out sitting across the table, not through the war. That much I can tell you. In this war, I know who is going to support whom, I can tell sitting over in toilet today. But this is a bad thing what is happening. China, for its vested interest, going to support Russia. This much I can tell you. I don't know India. India should not support to anybody for that matter. It is none of our business, but we can raise our voice and concern that this is not done. We had good relationship with Russia, right? We can always say it's all democratic country, all those problems can be resolved. Today, you imagine we are fighting with Kashmir and we are putting all kind of things. It's not bad. Okay, for your safety point of view, it's a dispute matter that has been resolved, or Article 370 or borderline protection that is always there. So that much you can do. It's not entering into war kind of thing, right? And Russia is now getting into war, and this is too bad probably. For me, it is too dangerous, I feel, because America is not going to support it for some reason. I don't know. UK, they are going to definitely support to Russia. Now the France and other allies, NATO, all those countries, now what is going to happen? Ukraine is financially they are rich, they are not so poor. They are not going to sit, their president or a prime minister is not going to sit and do bhajan and all. They are going to also get support from different country. So it will be a long overdrawn fight probably. Many countries are going to support Ukraine for the protection and sovereignty of their particular country. It is very important. Let's say tomorrow if Bangladesh, if India is going to attack them, or if India is going to attack Pakistan, that can be done any time. But honestly, no country is doing such kind of exercise. That is too bad. Don't you feel we cannot capture Sri Lanka, Maldives and all those things? One small few ship we can send, we can capture all those countries, small countries. Well, it is the respect and mutual interest that is more driven. That is what the democracy, beauty of democracy. What Putin is, another dictator is coming, and he is 74 years old. He should take care of his health. And he should take care of his wealth too. This communism is a hypocritic one, I told you. This communism in JNU also hypocritic, and the people who are sitting who are hypocritic. The people speak, they are hypocritic. Their entire genetic constitutions are totally bad genes. That's why I could see these things are happening in JNU campus. I've been fighting for that. It's a severe thing. Lying, cheating science, cheating baj Bishi Tripathi, like that. Cheating baj Putin, cheating baj Stalin, cheating baj Lenin. One fellow was very nice, the poet. He's a nice poet, Russian poet, who holds hand with whom? Leo Tolstoy. Tolstoy is like a statue, like Buddha. That's why I told you that Tolstoy also part of the Russian Bolshevik movement. He was also in jail. Friends, it's a bitter story. The philosopher, that's why you can see in JNU all chappal, Swami Vivekananda chappal, Subhash Bose is not respected, right? Now the Fekus are trying to dominate the nation. That JNU is trying to show the nation they're the actual communists like Sitaram Yechuri. I told they're the Feku, they should identify and eliminate. Elimination means try to tell them and look, this is what it is wrong. The intellectual hypocrisy has gone into the kind of a saturation level where the idiots are trying to rule it, the others are sitting. I wish Narendra Modi ji sir is watching. He is one of the toughest leader in the democracy. Is more than Russia. The population, Russia, whole Russia, 30 crores. We have 140 crores population official. Modi ji, you have more wisdom and strength, I feel, and China. Please speak on China on this, their economic policy, the coronavirus. I have made my videos, the artificial virus creator. Like in Russian, same way in China's president, they have made it a permanent kind of position for the present president that till his death he can be continued as a president. What a communism! What a communism or hypocrisy! My friends who are sitting in India, the communist fellow, can they tell? And if this is the way of running the communism, I think God bless everybody. Okay, communism doesn't believe in God. Then a rational thought process can, what kind of rational thought process can tell that a president can be in a lifetime, is a father's property. Even Mao Zedong in 1950 have never given thought he will continue for a long time. He believed in democracy, but this fellow, now world is heading towards two big things, big economy. One should watch Russia and China. I want to tell this much only, but let us watch the game carefully. My wish, the few countries here, European country like France, one of the nuclear power, even you have Israel, whom they are supporting here. Those things are very important thing that one need to see. Germany, Japan, those few countries who are okay. America here, I can presume certain thing in Second World War. Now this Ukraine matter, who is supporting whom, this is very important. The balance here, the Ukraine, how they exercise their intellectual muscle power or political muscle power to bring in favor of their country. I wish they are exercising it, but yes, I have heard few lectures from Ukrainian counterpart. They are very much pointed in their argument, and that is a good part probably. The intellectual class and the intellectual class now, what is happening? Nan Chomsky, where you are? What did you say? Nan Chomsky bhai, Nobel Prize winner. I want to hear from you, Chomsky bhai. Chomsky uncle, Chomsky grandfather, father's father. Now we want to hear from you. Please speak something. You have spoken about this hijab. Very bad, very bad, very bad. I told you don't know anything. Chomsky bhai. People told me that you are an idiot. I read entire Chomsky. I have read the Chomsky, non-Chomsky on Arabian conflict and Israel conflict. I read, I've tried to send him video that this is what I read. Now, what you have read, you tell me. I read Chomsky. Many friends, they feel that I'm bloody fool sitting inside toilet. I don't have any work. No problem. It's your problem. It's not my problem. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. This is all about Russia-Ukraine conflict. I'm so happy and relieved today. I don't want war for any means. It's a democratic. This century, if we are thinking for a war, I know where we will be heading, right? And headless chicken also has got in our head that Russia is not able to understand. Putin, you might be very rich financially, but think over rationally. You have a country and you have a life. Okay, you have a life and country. You try to understand that part. I'm so sorry I got a call. Okay, bye bye. Take care. Thank you very much. I'll come back to you with a real story and picture. Abdasji.